So hey guys, it's Dark and Shadow here again, and welcome to the second episode of AnimeSpeakTV. Today's topic, me and Shadow are going to be discussing one of the most so controversial topics amongst the anime community, and that would be dub versus sub, or no.
Specifically, English dub haters.
We're not exactly going to discuss that. We're just going to be discussing what we think of people who hate on English dubs or
We haven't
any
been pissed
dubs.
off enough lately. Uh, well, first of all, we should point out that I think both of us are huge advocates of English dubs in general. I'm assuming that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But it's worthy of pointing out that the dub versus sub issue is a matter of personal taste entirely.
Yeah, it's
It,
all personal preference. It shouldn't bother anyone else what someone else watches something in. It's like, I
that's why I think it's important to clarify that when we say dub haters, we're not talking about people who don't watch dubs. We're talking about people who go out of their way to insult dubs and anyone who watches them. People who say that the production of English dubs should be halted, that it destroys the spirit of anime, or some other bullshit like that. Whatever these idiots are talking about now.
yeah, these people are fucking idiots. They don't even fucking know. They don't even fucking know how hard it is. They don't even know how hard it is to even like dub an anime, like to make it like the story and all, like taking the story and um, what's it called, like changing the languages and the story to another. Yeah,
Well,
it's a,
we don't want to make this like another video where we're just repeatedly bashing a certain ideology with no real argument. So I want to try and talk about the two main, or the number of main arguments that these idiots like to throw at English dubs. Like the main one I hear is the voice acting. I think we've both heard that a lot of times before.
yeah. Though I do agree sometimes. Like Shadow, you said in one of your Sailor Moon review, you said Serena, she had a random British accent. What the fuck?
There's a number of English dubs, I will agree, where the voice acting isn't as good.
Yeah,
However, to blanket that statement to every English dub is, I think, just a result of the fact that people can't take hearing something that sounds different than what they're used to. Like, for my part, I can't watch Full Metal Alchemist English subbed. Uh, Vic Mignogna is Ed Elric to me. If they
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get the same voice actor for Brotherhood, I would have had a harder time watching it. But
yeah,
it's fine if you're used to this sub. It's just a matter of acknowledging that it's different but not worse.
yeah. And okay, hold on. I apologize to you guys if I come off as rude or hateful. I really don't mean to be. But it's just I am so fucking frustrated with these people like in this community. Like I mean
I
not
don't
the whole
apologize if I come off as rude, or hateful. I hate these people. Fuck them.
I yeah, it's just I'm tired with these people. Okay, keep in mind though, yeah, it's just like Shadow said, keep in mind this is not targeted at those people who kindly prefer sub over dub but don't enforce harsh judgment upon others for watching something in a
I've
different
gotten so
language.
many comments on my videos of people saying you're not a real anime fan because you watch English dubs. This is the kind of dumbass we're talking about here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is okay. Shadow remembers that the screenshot I showed him of some kid messaged me. He said I'm not even gonna question his grammar. Look at this picture here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the picture in the video when we're editing it. But
Okay.
just that picture, that kid. He said I don't even deserve to have ears because I listen to English dub. Like he said I'm stupid.
He doesn't deserve to have a brain because he doesn't have one. Uh,
Oh my god.
no. A good example of an interesting dub I want to look at in particular is the dub for Mare. I don't know. Have you seen Mare at all?
No, I haven't seen Mare, but I
Okay,
hear you
well,
talk a lot about it.
yeah, it's one of my favorite shows. Regardless, the main character in that show had a bad dub. He sounded like someone right off of Four Kids, and that's probably why the dub didn't get anywhere. But like the villain in the show, Phantom, his English voice is way better than the Japanese version. So if you've seen that show, you might know what I'm talking about. It's a good example, though, of different isn't necessarily worse.
Yeah.
And another argument I hear a lot from dub haters is about how translating the dialogue in the English into English destroys the artistic integrity of the original work. Like, it's not really what the show was meant to be unless it's in Japanese.
Yeah.
What's your thought on that? And can you tell me right away exactly why that's completely wrong?
Uh, I just I don't even know what to say to that. I just
The argument I'm looking for is subs are still translated, guys. It's in
yeah.
English. It does.
And
The only difference is that you're reading the English instead of hearing it.
exactly no, let me just okay. People who read the subs too. I I I honestly think that like more than 80% of those people they're they're too busy reading the subtitles to even concentrate on the voice acting. I don't know
Yeah,
like
I kind of get that too. I mean, I've met a number of Japanese people. I can say from personal experience that the voice acting isn't just magically better just because it's in Japanese. Which is
yeah.
precisely why I watch dubs as well, because I like to be able to focus on what's going on. I find that the subtitles distract me from the images above the subtitles to a certain extent. It's not like they're unwatchable or anything.
Yeah, yeah, and again though, like I'm gonna take a wild guess that like again 80% of these people who harshly neglect dubs without giving it a chance, they don't even speak Japanese. And no, saying sugoi or baka or kawaii doesn't make you Japanese. Like
It doesn't.
yeah,
Uh,
it's it's just
you're talking to a college student who's a Japanese major. I know what I'm talking about.
yeah, you know Japanese like
Not fluently, but I speak some of it.
yeah. People they also treat the Japanese language as a whole like as if it's some sort of a god or something, and we shouldn't even like
Those
uh
people are the problem with the anime community.
yeah,
Like, you
exactly.
know how many people hate anime because they were introduced to anime from someone like that?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
I love anime, but not as a freaking cultist.
Yeah. um it's just yeah, normally when it comes to this community though, like I love being a part of this community.
Absolutely.
I would defend it to the death both physically and mentally, but when I see people like this, it's just I think to myself, why do I even bother? Sometimes this community deserves the shit it gets. Well, not the people,
That's a
and
stretch, but look,
no,
you know what it's like. It's like the brony community. It's there's a lot of nice bronies out there. I know some of
yeah,
them,
yeah. I
but
have
there's
a
just
lot
a
of brony
select
friends.
minority that gives it the horrible reputation it's been given.
Yeah,
Like
uh, I know
the
what you
idiots
mean.
speak the loudest.
Yeah, but even so, like even though they speak loud, some of them are still nice. They're not like saying particularly something anything negative. They're just like over obsessive with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
On that subject, I wonder how many comments we're going to get on this video from bronies now that I said that, just because of that idiot minority I mentioned.
No, guys, you're not stupid because, or no, you're not idiots because you watch My Little Pony, okay? Anyone who wants to watch it should be allowed to watch it without, yeah, it's that.
Back to anime. We don't want to carry this any further than it needs to. Uh, so one question I wanted to ask about dubs in particular is: have you noticed that the people who dub anime, like Funimation and so forth, do you think they specifically put more of their effort into making better dubs if a show is more popular? Because I've noticed that
Um,
all the shows that have come out in the last several years have had great dubs if they're popular.
yeah, I haven't for example, like the most recent one I've been hearing people, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Funimation dubbed Sword Art Online, but
Yeah,
I
Sword
didn't
Art had a
see
fantastic dub. I know you
I
probably
I
didn't
didn't
see the
see
dub
it.
since you don't like the show, but
Yeah.
yeah. Same with Fate Zero, hugely popular show, got an excellent dub.
Yeah. Fate Zero was good, yeah. And Fate Stay Night was it was okay.
I love the show, probably more than the show deserves, honestly, because I acknowledge it has its problems here and there,
Yeah,
but
me too,
Fate
me
Zero
too.
is the better show. After
Yeah,
watching the show, I can definitely say that.
yeah.
Uh, what did you think about the recent dub for Future Diary? Because I know that's one that's been getting a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
Took Funimation like a year and a half to release it, and people have been like, about it.
Okay. For Mirai Nikki,
Yeah.
I don't even want to rewatch it because Yuki, or I put another name for him. I don't want to say it,
But yeah, I know you
but
really hated Yuki as a main character. I
yeah,
don't like him, but I don't vehemently hate him like most people do. Eh, He was not nearly enough to ruin the show. I think it's fantastic aside from him, but regardless, keep going.
yes. I didn't see the dub from Mirai Nikki, so I can't really judge that. But uh, I'm mostly for speaking of new anime. I wonder how the dub on Attack on Titan will be like.
I imagine it was going to be great because, as we've already pointed out, Funimation does tend to put a lot of effort into shows that are more popular, and this is not one they would dare fuck up, I don't think.
Yeah, basically. I know Shadow says he wouldn't watch Cowboy Bebop, but I thought Cowboy Bebop has probably one of the greatest English dubs I've ever seen. And keep in mind, everyone. I know you hate Four Kids. I know, like Four Kids One Piece. That dub is a fucking joke. That dub is a fucking joke. But don't guys, don't neglect every single dub. Just because like not all dubs sound like Four Kids One Piece.
Yeah.
Don't make that
Name one thing Four Kids has done right, though.
um hmm.
Like, a lot of people will say they like the Pokemon dub because they grew up with it. Ash sounds like a fucking cigarette smoker, guys. I'm sorry, it's not a good dub.
Yeah. Oh my god. The only good dub is Pikachu.
um, yeah, then there's the Kirby dub. I never saw the Kirby show. I just know they gave Meta Knight a Spanish accent. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking there. Try listening to that dub without laughing, though. Okay, we're supposed to be supporting dub. Let's go back to companies that aren't for kids.
No, we're trying to acknowledge that some dubs are pretty terrible.
Oh, yeah. I think there's only two dubs I've seen so far that I didn't like to the point where I switched to the Japanese version. And I'm normally very lenient with dubs. I will watch bad dubs as long as they're not unbearable, and I'm always open-minded to getting used to them. One of them was the Higurashi dub, mostly just because the voice acting was so bad.
Yeah, I was just about to say, no, the Higurashi dub. When it comes to Higurashi dub, I know a lot of people don't like it. I thought it was okay, but the only thing that bugged me was Rena's and Rika's voice. Those
Yeah, they
two,
were bad.
they were the
Especially
worst.
considering like they were both like some of the best characters in that show. Although to be fair,
Yeah,
Rika was only in the best character in the second season, which was never dubbed anyway. But that's besides the point.
Mion and Shion and Keiichi were pretty good. I like their dubs.
Eh, Keiichi was I thought subpar. Mion was passable. Shion, I thought her voice actress did fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
the other dub I quit watching partway through was the dub for Dusk Maiden of Amnesia.
Oh yeah, you
Not
told me
not
that. You said in
not
your
because the voice acting was bad. It's because they translated it so badly. They kept all the Japanese name endings like san and ku
yeah, I
and
remember
such
that.
like that. Yeah, guys, if you're gonna dub something, that requires you to translate it. Actually translate it.
Yeah,
Like the whole point of translation is to localize content so that people in another language can understand it. So you have
exactly.
to actually do that.
Yeah. I just want to watch it though, just because I haven't seen Dusk Maiden, but
It's a
I
pretty
just
good
want to see
show.
it. Yeah, no, it's not on the show though. It's just on the dub. You just said like they say San or Chun and stuff. I just
Yeah.
want to see it just to
I see
laugh at
that a
it.
couple times in dubs, and I'm able to overlook it if they do it sparingly enough. But if you hear it like in every sentence, it gets really grating on me. And I have a hard time actually paying attention to the show because I'm just focusing on how bad the translation is.
Yeah. Um. Anyways, again on the people though, it's not. it's also how these dub haters, it's also how they fucking react. It's how they react to seeing like 5 seconds of a dub apart from the holy god you know is the Japanese language. It's like it's like okay, let me tell you guys a little story. I go to this big anime convention here in Canada called Anime North like every year, and I went to a panel, and I'll never forget this. But they played a clip in English dub that it wasn't even that bad. I think it was Rosario Vampire, but literally, I shit you not, some girl, she began screaming like as if she's experiencing the most painful torture a human being could grasp. It's like she was she was like she was screaming and covering her ears, and she just stormed out of the room, and
At least she
the
stormed
room,
out of the room.
yeah.
That's one plus. You only had to
Yeah.
deal with her for a little bit.
And like the room was filled with like 50 people, and they were like, what the fuck just happened? And it's scary. It's really scary how these people react like that. It's just a dub. It's not like okay, they act like okay, you saw The Exorcist, right, Shadow?
I did see The Exorcist, yes.
Yeah, yes. Do you remember that scene where the priest sprinkled holy water on the
Yeah.
demon, on the girl, and she was screaming? It was like that. It was like they treat it like as if it's something like that, like it's painfully like burning them or something. And it's just terrifying knowing how people act like this.
I could not agree more.
Like these are just different languages you watch something in. It's not.
And regarding the different languages, for those who think sub is better because it's better translated or whatever, Japanese and English do not translate well into one another. It's a sad fact you have to deal with. So, whether or not you're watching sub or dub, the only way to truly get the authentic original version that these sub people preach about so much is to learn Japanese, which can take up to like 15 years, and watch it in Japanese fully raw. And if you're
Yeah,
not willing to take the effort to do that, which I seriously doubt people are, don't complain.
yeah. I wish I knew Japanese though, like just so I could like make full proper judgments on it, but fortunately I can't. So, oh, wait. Shadow. I wanted to ask you this since this podcast started, but how do you feel about dub hentai? About like, tell us what you think of Bible Black's dub.
I saw about 5 minutes of it a couple of years ago. I all I remember was that it was horrendously awful. I don't remember exactly why. Considering how much I freaking hate the show, though, it doesn't matter anyway.
No, they got
Hentai is
like
one thing I don't generally like to watch dubbed because, for fairly obvious reasons, the dubbers put no effort into it whatsoever, so it distracts when I'm trying to watch it.
yeah, you might as well just mute him. I mean,
Uh
you're
huh.
just watching hentai to yeah. Who watches hentai for story and voice acting?
You're looking in the wrong direction if you do. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But to be fair, bad voice acting can be a distraction when you're trying to jerk off to something. So, I think that should be enough for this one. I noticed your microphone is starting to break up again, and we've already got 19 minutes into it. So,
Yeah.
do you want to
But
just end it here?
but my microphone's better than last time, right, guys?
It's
Like,
better.
yeah.
Yeah. People
All
are
right.
still going to complain about it, but it's better.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thanks guys for tuning into Anime Speak TV, and we'll see you next time. This is Shadow ACS.
And this is Dark. I'll see you guys next time.